Thank you so much. Hope you're all back. Now, let's go into the wisdom part. So, we are discussing chapter 14, Stories of the Beginning and the Multidimensional God, from the book SETH Speaks the Eternal Validity of the Soul. So far here, SETH Master is explaining to us about the Godhood, the divine that resides in us. Right. So, and also we are multidimensional beings. So here now today is take an example of Christ, Jesus Christ. So to understand this, we have to go beyond the physical reality. We have to go beyond the limitations. So he says, the Christ is a symbol of how people saw God, isn't it? So in that era, and still we believe that Christ is a God. So he says, Seth Master says, Christ is based on three different men whose stories got combined. So Jesus Christ is not one single entity. It's like three different entities. So here we should not consider as a physical form. Okay, so we have to like a soul consciousness, and we have to expand our the broader way. We have to think on a broader way. So here, three men in the form of three men. So the three men, the three entities got combined and formed as Jesus Christ into one single entity. So all were male. So what it's like the thought form. He says it's like the group, a thought form, which got created in the form of Jesus Christ. And this thought form, these thoughts, it's not thought form, it's the thought, because these thoughts are not the people, the physical, or the physically who got taken birth on this planet, but it's like a universal thought, right? Universal thought, in the sense it's like in a group consciousness that got taken, that reason for the Jesus Christ to take the physical form, but he is a three entities. So all were men, because people back then wouldn't accept a female spiritual leader. So in order to explain the truth, the universal truth to the people, to that physical reality, to that physical that dimension, the habitant. So according to that habitant, truth was exposed, truth got delivered through these like these higher masters. Okay, so the three individuals were part of single entity again. Okay, so from single entity, they got divided into three units, three entities, and these three entities again got combined into Jesus Christ. So these three individuals are part of single entity. It's a, say, like higher consciousness. It's from a greater consciousness. So people naturally imagine God as a father in human terms, but couldn't conceive God otherwise, because as people, the people thought that's taken that has given form to the God just like them. like a physical, they have two hands, two legs, whatever the physical the body represents. So people imagined the same in the form of, they couldn't able to imagine beyond their physical form. Okay, actually God has doesn't form, it's God, and there is no specific form for God. It's what we think got manifested. So they thought, people thought they are just like them, but having extra powers. Okay, so these three figures acted out a symbolic drama powered by intense energy. So a drama was went on. So though the events, Seth Master says, some events got physically happened, okay, in reality, but some events, they happened on a psychic level. He says crucifixion of Jesus Christ. It didn't happen physically in history. It's like on a psychic level. So crucifixion is psychic level. It's not physical event. He says, Seth Master says. So here, that's what I said. So in the beginning, so we have to go little bit beyond our limitations. We have to think on a conscious level, on a soul level. So the crucifixion is described here as a psychic. It occurred in consciousness or in the collective inner experience of humanity. It's a cosmic play that has been shown to the people, okay, by the masters. It was not an actual physical execution, but it's a powerful symbolic event. So it's like a symbolic event experienced on a soul level. It can be it can be perceived like rebirth. So rebirth of what? It's not it, it's not about rebirth of Jesus Christ. It's about rebirth of truth. Okay, the symbolic, its crucifixion served as a way to express profound spiritual ideas. It's about the death of ego and the rebirth of the soul. Okay, the union of the union of the divine and human nature. So unless the crucifixion, that cosmic drama wouldn't have happened, the impact on the people's heart, the impact on the people's mind, um, the shift wouldn't happen in a drastic way. Okay, so that means the truth has to come out. Already the truth is existing here, but we couldn't able to perceive the truth. We couldn't able to see the truth, experience the truth. So in order to bring the truth out, this cosmic play has been planned. Okay, so these were not small or personal lessons. So it's like a massive collective truth about existence, identity, and divinity, right? So it's not like literal historical event, crucifixion, but it's a spiritual drama. It's called cosmic drama. So what is this cosmic drama? So it describes events or stories um, uh, that express deep truth about existence, about consciousness, about creation, and the nature of reality. So the cosmic drama is like a spiritual play where the characters, where you know the gods, humans, symbols, they all act together. So they are act out eternal truth to help us understand the big picture of life and the universe. Okay, ideas, this cosmic play is like the ideas which we couldn't able to easily understand through ordinary experience. Okay, see, for example, on a lighter note, if someone comes and just on a verbal note, they shares the truth. So this is the truth. This is what you are in a myth. You have to understand this. Many people, they can't understand. This is one of my past life experience. People don't understand, right? So at an universal level, and don't think that don't confine to only the planet Earth. On a universal level, this cosmic play need to happen. So this cosmic play is needed at that time. So it has been planned in this way. So ideas that couldn't able to understand this ordinary experience, this helps humanity grasp deeper truths about God. Even they understand about God, they understand about, see, after crucifixion, Jesus Christ got again took birth, isn't it? It's like rebirth. So it's like it is like beyond. What is the limitation here? Death. People think death is the end. Death is an end. But God is something beyond death, isn't it? So this the nature of spiritual, it's like spiritual evolution. And here he says like Judas so was not even an ordinary man. So here Jesus Christ has 12 disciples, isn't it? In that one, so one of the one is Judas. So is he cheated? So he had cheated the Jesus. So this is not in the book, but I researched. So who is he and what he did? So so there are some the whole the king, they are in search of Jesus Christ. Because some revolution aspects is taking place at that time. So people's mindset has been changed because of the sharings, because of the wisdom, because of the Jesus Christ there. So this is all it's like some has to happen, some drama. So in order, so he exchanged this Judas, so he exchanged, so he gave that information of where Jesus Christ is residing. So for that he was given 32 or something like silver coins. It's like representing greed. So this the greed and he and the denial of the true inner self, isn't it? The inner self is the Jesus Christ, and these 12 disciples are the outer, so or the outer reflections of the Jesus Christ. So there is no right or wrong. So here we need to think like our inner self is God, and whatever the characters we are paid, whatever the emotions we hold, are the 12 disciples of the Jesus Christ. So one may be greed, so one may be like it's the reflections, So the Christ represented the inner self, while each of the 12 disciples symbolized a key personality trait of the outer ego self. So together they reflect one complete individual, Seth Master says. So just as Christ was surrounded by his disciples, his Seth Master says your inner self is surrounded by various traits that interact with physical reality, isn't it? So though our inner self we know that each and every individual has the divine self. We know that, but have we experienced it? The divine self of us, or have we experienced the divine self in others? No. So the ego self maybe like, but um, uh, maybe a little bit, but these outer egos, they dominate. So these are the characters that we hold, the emotions that we hold, that we represent from them. The identity is different, and the self is completely different, right? This may be Jesus Christ or some other god or some other god, but the inner self is the one. But we defined, we categorized in that way. Okay, the disciples were given form by the inner self, just as your. So this is all the happened. This is all the cosmic play that has been happened at that time. So just as your characteristic arise from your deeper nature, this entire story was a living symbol. So he said this is not the story, but he said it's treat like a story as a living symbol, a cosmic play designed to help people understand spiritual truth in human terms. Let me give an example. So a drama is happening over there. Okay, we went to a show, some drama is happening. So we all involve in that emotions, we all involve in the drama, isn't it? Though we know that it's a drama, it's a play that's going on. So in olden days, what they say, so like they create a play so that the moral based on a moral lines, they're based on morals, isn't it? So this is the way we have to treat women, or so based on one single line, the whole story the whole story will be created. So finally there will be one lesson, isn't it, in that play. So imagine we went to that play, and everything, the play went on, and people, they connect to that play instead of just a person just verbally saying the truth. Instead of that, people connect more to the play, isn't it? So that's the play happened, that's called cosmic play at a universal level. So for example, so we have taken an example, we went to a play and we understood something is going on, we connect to that emotions, we connect to that the story and everything, and we feel that, so it has really happening, so it is really happening, isn't it? Though we some like sentiment scenes in a movie, or some scenes, so people, they easily connect, they easily respond to that situation, isn't it? Respond to that whatever it is happening there. So that's the drama, that's the play that people connect. So this play has happened according to the habitant of that era, of that um, uh, according to the mindset of the people. Okay, and Seth Master says these plays are these cosmic play, it's a continuous, it will happen, it is happening somewhere, but we just we just considered it like past, but it's not the past, it is happening, still happening, he says. So even other religions are based on different dramas. Seth Master says other religions are based on different dramas. So is this is not, say, like, this is not drama's actual drama, but whatever people think it's really happened, but it's didn't happen really. Okay, it's the show that has been projected, that has been, but in a physical form. So he says, so we will so what's the outcome is, what the takeaway is here, main what Seth Master wants to say. So the light within us is the God, and whatever the characters, the bad or good, they are from the inner self, is they are not separate. So like in universe, there is no separation of good or bad. Okay, so everything is emerging from one consciousness. Okay, so here let me read out one paragraph. The three Christ personalities were born upon your planet and indeed became flesh among you. None of these was crucified. The 12 disciples were materializations from the energies of these three personalities, their combined energies. They were then fully endowed with individuality, however, but their main task was to clearly manifest within themselves certain abilities inherent within all men. So whatever the abilities that God had, whatever we say this is wrong, this is not right, whatever say, everything is existing in us. Okay. So here, let me share my experience. So it's like on one day, so earlier when I was meditating long ago, so I could see Ravana. He is meditating, is there Ravana, as well as no, I got the certain feeling of the fear when the first time when I saw Ravana, got certain fear in me. So whatever the character or whatever the Ravana has played on there, everything I got recollected, and see how it's like furious. So it's very, I felt like tense. So immediately on Master said, I got a voice message, said it was both, Ravana and Rama exist in you, but what so whomever you follow, it's you. At that moment it becomes you. So sometimes if you follow Ravana, so even the Ravana, you become Ravana. If you listen to Rama in you, you will go into the path of Rama. So everything is existing in us. So whatever we follow, whatever whatever that we give importance in us, we become that, right? So here, even God, the abilities of God also existing in us. So here, the same kinds of, Seth Master says again, the same kinds of dramas in different ways have been given. And while the drama is always different, it is always the same. This doesn't mean that a Christ has appeared within each system of reality. It means that the idea of God has manifested within each system in a way that is comprehensible to the inhabitants. Okay, so this Christ, whatever the play has happened, it didn't happen in all planets. Here, it happened on planet Earth. Okay, this drama continues to exist. It does not belong, for example, to your past. Only you have placed it there. This does not mean that it is always reoccurs. The drama then was far from meaningless, and the spirit of Christ, in your terms, is legitimate. It is the probable God drama that you choose to pursue. There were others that were pursued, but not by you, and there are other such dramas existing now. So even other dramas are existing, but we couldn't able to pursue them. It is happening in some reality, but it is happening everywhere, every time, in a different way, according to the inhabitants. So the other says, Seth Master says, other religions were based upon different dramas, he says. Even it's happening in, and here religion, friends, it's not that we have created this religion, but actually, uh, it's like, see what Seth Master has, it's a drama. So in some era something will happen, in some era so through any drama the truth has to come out. Okay, so this is about today's session, friends. So let's go beyond this understanding. So we have to integrate, we have to understand this. And yeah, in the next session, we'll go further in the deeper. Thank you so much. Then if you want to share anything, you can unmute yourself, or we'll meet in the next session. Yeah, Usha.
Good morning, everyone. Currently, I am reading with Wingers of Dawn, and whatever you are saying that is very much in alignment in what is being written there as well. So you touched upon certain things, right? Number one, you said Christ is not one physical entity, but it is a collection. And you spoke about collection of three entities, but the same thing has been written in the book where they said it is a collection of entities, but the number is not being specified. So it is very much matching. And the second one, what you said was the crucifixion did not happen at the physical level, right? And there it has been, and you said it happened in the consciousness of the people. And it did not happen at the physical level, but it went into the soul of different individuals to experience something.
Yeah.
In Bringers of Dawn, what has been recorded is it is a holographic effect that was projected onto the people. And so that is a match, right? So that is also matching. And last week you spoke about multi-dimensional being, and you also said that your friend, even at this point of time, could experience couple of his multi-dimensional realities wherein he is a priest. Yeah. So you said that, and here in the book, it is being told that we are all multidimensional entities. And when we read the statement, or when we understand the statement, if there is a feeling within us which could connect to this message, then over the period of few years, we will also start experiencing the multidimensional um, part of us, yeah, wherein we can integrate the knowledge from different multidimensional realities and henceforth bring that consciousness onto others. So it is much more, right? So here it is not only one person is multidimensional, we are all multidimensional entities. And when we hear this message, if there is intuitive feeling connection within of us, then the reality is going to get opened within all of us in the next few years. Why should it get opened? The message was there is some purpose for us to do here, so that the consciousness could be uplifted. So that's all I read and wanted to share, Sharada.
Thank you, Usha. Thank you so much. Much more in detail. Thank you. Yes, friends, anyone would like to share? Right. So we'll meet in the next session then. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Namaste and have a great time.